Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to dissect a series of events involving a young woman and her Labubu doll that recently unfolded in the Himalayan country of Nepal during the Gen Z revolution. In the capital city Kathmandu of Nepal on September 8, 2025, Gen Zs poured onto the streets to protest against the corruption that had hollowed the country for decades. However, it was a dark day for humanity as the government massively overstepped and killed young protesters and tried to silence their voices. The protest was organized on social media and each and every moment was shared online, unmasking the dark side of Nepali government. Now, amidst the chaos, a viral moment was that of a young woman. This young woman was full of fire, passion, and grit. Adrenaline running through her veins, she was a movement in herself. The social media highlighted her spirit, celebrated her dedication to the Gen Z revolution. And the first viral moment was of her looking straight at the camera person and questioning her fellow young women. She questioned why weren't they there leading this revolution and making their voices heard. Let's look at the video. Now, she didn't question those who were there. She questioned those who were not. Is the glass half empty or half full? Who knows? But for her in that particular moment, it was half empty. She perhaps wanted to see a big crowd of women spearheading the revolution. And yes, she certainly missed those women dispersed among the crowd, because to her, they were a whisper in a riot. Their presence was insignificant to her. So yes, she asks, where are my fellow women? Where are they? In the first viral video, the social media celebrated her hesitantly. Even in the celebration, it wasn't her spirit that it clapped for, but rather her words that it scrutinized. It was not her passion that infiltrated the social media, but the volume of her voice, her body language. And it was a celebration with a touch of sarcasm. The celebration was so weak and skeptic, so it only took one moment to bring her down with double the heat, further down from where she had been picked up from. And yes, I am talking about the Labubu doll, the second viral moment. On September 9, enraged Nepali Gen Zs rose like a storm, fiercer than the day before. They burned down government buildings, corruption-stained businesses, including privately owned shopping franchises. Now, outside of one of these shopping malls, the same young woman is seen carrying a new Labubu doll, big cuddly teddy bear, few books, and cute shoulder hobo. And this was all it took for the hashtag dollchore, which translates to doll thief, to take over TikTok. Now let's look at that video. Now the second viral video sort of contrasted her words in the first video with her opportunistic behavior in the second. As if she had broken a sacred contract, her fellow young social media users turned on her. They compared her with the corrupt politicians. Can you imagine? It was as if the Labubu was what the revolution was waiting for to dissolve its anger, to breathe a sigh of relief from the pain the Nepali government had ruthlessly inflicted upon its youth. It gave us a laugh, but it silently undermined a young woman's spirit. It reduced her to a source of entertainment because the society couldn't forgive her, as if she needed the forgiveness, dampening a young woman's fire with ease. The social media society used her effortlessly for their relief. In the first video, she didn't abide by the gender norms. She didn't behave as per the society's rules. She flew high and soared the sky. She felt every emotion that she had been told not to feel. She felt each and every strand of rage, and she burned. In the second video, she was caught in a petty act. The social media fixated on the doll she clutched onto and pounced on her like a lion on a prey. It was clear that they wanted her to bleed. They wanted her to see weak. But she wasn't the one to bleed easily. She immediately replies undefeated with a post on TikTok.
मलाई त्यहाँ डल चोरेको भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ सबैले हैन मलाई तिमीहरुको सम्पत्ति मलाई चाहिदैन है जे छु जस्तो छु मसँग जे छ जति छ भरिपूर्ण छ हैन त्यो जब एउटा फोटोले जज गर्ने काम नगर त्यो तिमीहरुको त्यो डल हातमा समातेको फोटो हाल्ने हिम्मत छ भने डल जलाको भिडियो चाहिँ किन नहालेको फोटो चाहिँ किन नहालेको त्यो डल मैले जलाइदिएको थिए तिमीहरु एउटा फोटोले गर्दा कति छिटो क्विक जज गर्छौ हैन तिमीहरु यही गरेर हो यही भएर हो देश अगाडि नबढेको
What she says in this video isn't the point. It's that she didn't crumble. That's the point. And the social media folks responded with sarcasm. A hint of surprise was hidden in these sarcastic rebuttals. A surprise that why would a young woman not go down easily, not accept the defeat readily? This heat will cool off eventually, we all know that. But isn't it interesting that a Labubu doll was all it took for society to berate a young woman with passion, hatred, and humor? It was never about the Labubu doll, you see. Nah, that was just the bait, a shiny thing to keep the world watching, while the real story slipped between the cracks. The doll was a decoy, a cover, a clever little pause, so they didn't have to face the truth they've carried for generations. This was about a girl who rose too loud, too proud, too fast, and a society that claps louder when a woman falls. That hunger, that deep-seated itch for her to mess up, trip up, shut up. Misogyny doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. Let's talk about the doll.